Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Celestina Agustina Sigalengging. So in this video, I would like to explain about what is discourse study. So the first the first one is the defining of the discourse. So discourse is a concept that has perfect scholars across various fields of study for decades, and it encompasses the ways in which language is used in text and context, and its definition is deeply intertwined with perspectives on language, power, and society. And despite its wide application, discourse remains one of the most complex and contested terms in academic discourse itself. And in this video, I will like to aim to dissect the concept of discourse, exploring its origins, development, and multifaceted interpretation, while also contextualizing it within the framework of heritage language studies. And the discourse is often described an elusive term, and as noted by Norman Fairclough, a prominent figure in critical discourse studies, and the term's complexity arises from in from its interdisciplinary nature and being used across fields such as sociology, linguistics, philosophy, and cultural studies. And this has led to a variety of interpretation, each tailored to the specific needs and perspectives of different disciplines. So, in the most general sense, discourse can be understood as language in use, extending beyond the mere structure of sentences to include the ways in which language function in communication. And from a purely linguistic standpoint, discourse analysis might focus on the syntactic and semantic relationships between sentences, examining how these elements contribute to coherent text. So the second material is about the origin and development and perspectives of discourse. Discourse, traditionally viewed as linguistic, was first analyzed by Ferdinand de Saussure, who distinguished between language and parole. However, broader definitions like this consider discourse as integral to social practices. Critical discourse analysis and critical discourse studies draw from thinkers like Gramsci, Bakhtin, and Foucault to explore how discourse perpetuates social structures and power relations. And the third material is the by Michael Foucault's contribution. Michael Foucault, a French philosopher, is perhaps the most influential scholar in discourse, and he viewed discourse as both shaping and shaped by social institution, and he linked discourse closely with power and knowledge. Foucault's work, particularly in Madness and Civilization and Discipline and Punish, explores how discourse creates and reinforce social norms and power structures. And the next material is about the critical discourse analysis and critical discourse studies. Critical discourse analysis or critical discourse studies approaches took various a focus on how discourse interacts with social structures. Fairclough, Wodak, and Von Dyke offer different methodologies, from textual analysis to socio-cognitive approach, to uncover how discourse shapes and is shaped by power and ideology. Building on Foucault's ideas, critical discourse analysis and critical discourse studies have emerged as key frameworks for analyzing the social implication of discourse. And this approach emphasizes the role of discourse in perpetuating power dynamics and ideologies, particularly in context of social inequality. Scholars like Norman Fairclough, Ruth Wodak, and Theon Von Dyke have been instrumental in developing these frameworks, each bringing a unique perspective to analysis of discourse. And the Next material is about the dialectics of discourse. A key concept in critical discourse analysis and critical discourse studies is the dialectical relationship between discourse and society. Foucault and Verkov argue that discourse not only reflects social structures but also actively contributes to their creation and maintenance. This dialectical view posits that discourse are both products and producer of social realities, with language playing a central role in shaping individuals' perceptions and interactions. And the next material is the discourse and ideology. Discourse is deeply intertwined with ideology. Critical discourse analysis view language not just as reflective but as constitutive of the world. In the reproduction of power relation and inequalities. Ideologies, including language ideologies, are expressed and perpetuated through discourse. So the conclusion in this study in this chapter has provided a tentative definition of discourse, particularly in relation to heritage languages. And this core can range from purely linguistics to deeply social, and with critical approaches emphasizing the ideological nature of language. While this book does not fully align with critical discourse analysis or critical discourse studies, but it also explores how minority groups use discourse to sustain their languages. So I think that's all from me to explain about the what is discourse studies. I think if if me get it wrong, so you can give me a comment and you can give me a suggestion. So thank you so much for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.